Alice Wong was more than a writer. She was a light, a voice, and a fighter for people with disabilities. And today, we remember her story with deep respect and gratitude. She passed away at the age of 51 in a hospital in San Francisco after battling an infection, and her loss has shaken the disability community, her friends, and everyone who knew her work. Alice was born to Hong Kong immigrants, and from a young age, she lived with muscular dystrophy, a condition that slowly weakens the muscles, but it never weakened her spirit. She used a powered wheelchair, she used an assistive breathing device, and she used her voice, louder than anyone could have imagined. As a child growing up in Indiana, she faced bullying, discrimination, and a world that constantly underestimated her. But instead of breaking her, these experiences built her. They pushed her into activism. They shaped her into someone who refused to stay silent. She once wrote in her memoir, Year of the Tiger, that she felt like a disabled cyborg, not in despair, but with humor and pride, because she embraced every part of herself, even the parts society ignored. Alice fought for disabled people to have control over their own lives, their decisions, their bodies, and their stories. She didn't want pity, she wanted power, and she wanted others to have it too. In 2014, she created something extraordinary, the Disability Visibility Project, an oral history initiative where disabled people shared their own experiences in their own words. And this project grew into books, blogs, conversations, and movements. She believed that disabled voices should not only be heard, they should lead. She believed that nobody should speak for disabled people when disabled people can speak for themselves. Her friend Sandy Ho described her as a luminary, and that word fits perfectly, because Alice didn't just fight for justice, she illuminated it. She was funny, bold, direct, and deeply human, and her writing was filled with humor even in the hardest moments, reminding us that disability is not a tragedy, but a part of the human story. In 2024, she received the MacArthur Genius Grant, one of the highest honors in the world, recognizing her fearless advocacy, her creativity, and her power to inspire others. And she did all of this while battling a degenerative disease. She once said she often felt overwhelmed by politics and injustice, but she reminded herself that the system is designed to exhaust people, to make them give up. And each time she felt tired, she transformed that frustration into fuel. She turned anger into energy. She turned pain into purpose. Before she died, she wrote a message about her life, saying she never imagined her journey would take her from difficult childhood moments to writing books, building movements, and becoming a leader. And she said it happened because she had friends and teachers who believed in her, and she wanted more spaces where disabled people could share their culture and their story. Alice Wong taught us that activism doesn't require perfection. It requires persistence. It requires speaking up even when your voice shakes, fighting even when you're tired, and believing that your story matters, especially when others try to silence it. Her legacy is simple and powerful. Disabled people deserve autonomy, dignity, and the right to shape their own future. And as we remember her today, let her message echo in us. No matter who you are, your story is powerful, your voice is needed, and your life can inspire change. Let her life remind us that justice is not a moment, but a movement, and every one of us has a role to play. Rest in power, Alice Wong. Alice Wong's legacy reminds us that every voice is powerful and every story can inspire change. Let her persistence fuel your own journey for justice. If you were moved by Alice's story, please subscribe to Unreal Headlines for more inspiring content and to support our mission.